Okay, now good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone.
Good
Good
morning,
morning,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Good
Good
morning, ma'am.
morning, ma'am.
Yes, good morning. Everybody is having history book in front of you and a pencil to
Yes, ma'am.
important
Yes,
dates.
ma'am.
Okay, fine. If any doubt, you can raise your hands. Otherwise, I'm muting you all. Okay, you can listen to the explanation. Now, rulers and building, lesson 5, rulers and buildings. That this in this lesson, as the name indicates, we will read about the different kings or rulers who ruled in India and had made many magnificent buildings. And magnificent buildings means buildings maybe the forts, the palaces, or the temples or mosques. So these rulers have built these buildings just to show their power and their supremacy to the people or to the other part of means other rulers that how great they are and means to show their valor to show their strength. These rulers used to build the different types of structures, buildings, mosque, temples, so as to show how powerful these rulers are there in the early times. Now, this lesson you are going to read about all these, what type of buildings, what type of structures were made in the early years by these rulers. Now, figure 1 shows the first balcony of Qutub Minar. Qutbuddin Aibak had this constructed around 1199. That means in figure 1, this you figure 1 you will be seeing this balcony of which structure is the first balcony of Qutub Minar, and this was built by Qutbuddin Aibak. Uh, in this balcony, you will see, notice the pattern created under the balcony by the small arcs and geometrical designs. No geometrical designs, many arcs are there under this balcony, and geometrical designs you will see uh, in the form of means shapes, different shapes of the geometry. Can you see two bands of inscriptions under the balcony? And under the balcony, two bands of inscriptions are also there. Inscription means the written material, and these are written in Arabic language. These written material are in the Arabic language. Inscriptions means the writings which are done on the pillars or stones and all. So these inscriptions are also present in this uh, Qutub Minar, first balcony, under the first balcony, and this is in Arabic language. Now notice that the surface of the minar is curved and angular. Now the surface of the minar is curved and angular in this way. Then placing an inscription on such a surface required a great precision. Now to build such a great means structure on the angular surface, it requires a great accuracy. Now precision means great accuracy. बहुत ज़्यादा उसमें accuracy चाहिए, skilled person चाहिए जो इतना मतलब confidently इतना angular एरिया पे इतना स्ट्रक्चर रख सकते हैं, बिल्डिंग बना सकते हैं. ओनली द मोस्ट स्किल्ड क्राफ्ट पर्सन कुड परफॉर्म दिस टास्क. और ये काम ऐसे मतलब ऑर्डिनरी लोगों का नहीं है. ये बिल्डिंग्स बनाना, इस टाइप की बिल्डिंग्स बनाना के लिए बहुत ही स्किल्ड क्राफ्ट पर्सन मीन्स दोज हु आर वेल ट्रेन्ड पीपल, जिनको ये चीज़ आती है वही ये काम कर सकते हैं. आप हम जैसे ये काम नहीं करेंगे. कॉमन पीपल विल नॉट बी एबल टू मेक these types of such buildings, and it needs trained craft person, trained people to build this type of buildings, and only the most skilled craft persons could perform this task. Remember that very few buildings were made of stone or bricks 800 years ago. Nowadays you see that most of the buildings are made of stones and bricks. पत्थर और ईंटों की घर और बिल्डिंग्स बनी होती है. बट 800 years ago, these buildings, the early buildings which were made, it was not made by the stones or bricks. What would have been the impact of buildings like Qutub Minar on observers in the 13th century? The question arises that what was the impact, लोगों के माइंड में क्या इम्पैक्ट हुआ, क्या उसका वो मीन्स दिमाग में आया कि कुतुब मीनार, जब वो कुतुब मीनार को देखते थे तो उनके दिमाग में क्या सोच आई कि इस टाइप से बिल्डिंग्स कैसे बनी without the use of stone and brick. Between the 8th and 18th century, kings and their officers built two kind of structures. Now, between the 8th and 18th century, 8th and 18th century के बीच में राजा और उसके officers ने two kinds of structures बनाए in these buildings. These buildings which were made by the king and the officers, they were also divided into two kinds of structures were there in these buildings also. Now, before going to these two kinds of structures, we will read this figure one in the side box. Qutub Minar is 5 stories. Uh, Qutub Minar is 5 stories high. Now, how much high is Qutub Minar? It is 5 stories. The band of inscription you see are under its first balcony. Now, first balcony is this, whatever we had talked just about now. And the first floor was constructed by Kutubuddin Aibak. Now, this first floor, first balcony, first floor was built by or constructed by Qutbuddin Aibak, and the rest by Iltutmish around 1229. And the rest of the part of the building was made by constructed by Iltutmish, and it was year 1229. Now, over years, it was damaged by lightning and earthquake. Earthquake और lightning से वो damage हो गई थी. जब earthquake means जब भूकंप आया या लाइटनिंग हुई, बिजली बिजली गिरी, तो ये बिल्डिंग डैमेज हो गई. एंड इट वाज रिपेयर्ड बाय अलाउद्दीन खिलजी, मोहम्मद तुगलक, फिरोज शाह तुगलक एंड इब्राहिम लोदी. दीज वर also the early days rulers. So first balcony plus first floor was built by Kutubuddin Aibak. Then rest of the part was made by Iltutmish around 1229. And finally, when this building was damaged due to earthquake and lightning, it was repaired. वापस उसको repair किया गया, उसको ठीक किया गया by the different rulers named Alauddin Khilji, Muhammad Tughlaq, Firoz Shah Tughlaq, and Ibrahim Lodi. I hope it is clear now, this page. Now about the two kinds of structures. In the 8th and 18th century, the king and officers built two kind of structures. Now, what type of structures were they? The first were forts, palaces, garden, residences, and tombs. Safe uh, places of rest. Now, safe, protected, and grandiose palace of rest in this world and the next. Now, first type of structure which was made by the king and the officers were forts. They used to build forts, palaces. किले बनाते थे, अब राजभवन बनाते थे, गार्डन एरिया बनाते थे, रहने की जगह बनाते थे, रेजिडेंसेस. एंड टूम्स. टूम्स were the places where the dead bodies were buried of the great kings. They were now in this language, it is written here in the book that they were the safe, protected, and grandiose palaces of rest in this world and the next. मीन्स टूम कौन सी जगह थी? ये एक सेफ, प्रोटेक्टेड और मैग्निफिसेंट प्लेसेस थी, जो कि रेस्ट की, एक तरीके से रेस्ट इन पीस की प्लेस थी, जो कि इस वर्ल्ड में और नेक्स्ट वर्ल्ड में जाने के लिए एक जगह थी, जो कि प्रोटेक्टेड थी, जहाँ पर डेड बॉडीज को बरीड किया जाता था ग्रेट किंग्स की. सो these types of structures were made. First kind of structures that were fort, palaces, gardens by the king and the officers. Now, second type of structures which were made by the king and the officers were for the public activity. लोगों के लिए, जिसको वो रूल करते थे, कॉमन मैन के लिए वो लोग कुछ स्ट्रक्चर्स, कुछ बिल्डिंग्स बनाते थे. और वो किस टाइप की बिल्डिंग्स होती थी? दैट वर इंक्लूडेड एज टेम्पल्स, मॉस्क्स, tanks, wells, Karavassarais, and bazaars. So these type of buildings were made by the king and the officers for the public utility. Then these temples means mandir, masjid, or tanks, water tanks, wells, Karavassarais. Karavassarais means when people used to move from one place to another, एक जगह से दूसरी जगह जाने के लिए उनको रास्ते में जो रेस्ट के लिए जगह चाहिए होती थी, आराम के लिए जगह चाहिए होती थी, थोड़ी देर के लिए रुकने के लिए जगह होती थी, तो वो कारावां सराइज बोलते थे उनको, और बाज़ार्स बनाए जाते थे। तो ये चीज़ें लोगों के यूटिलिटी के लिए बनाई जाती थी, लोगों की यूज़ के लिए बनाई जाती थी बाय द किंग। और वो क्यों बनाते थे ये सब चीज़ें लोगों के लिए? सो दैट the people should can appreciate the king for its work। मीन्स जो लोगों के लिए चीज़ें बनाई है ताकि लोग अपने किंग को अच्छा बताएं कि हाँ, हमारे लिए किंग चीज़ें, ये सब चीज़ें बनाई है और हमारी टेकिंग केयर करता है। Kings were expected to care for their subject and by making structures for their use and comfort। Means किंग्स वर एक्सपेक्टेड टू के किंग से ये उम्मीद रखी जाती थी कि वो अपने सब्जेक्ट, नाउ हियर सब्जेक्ट मींस नॉट हिस्ट्री सिविक ज्योग्राफी, बट हियर सब्जेक्ट मींस दैट पीपल ऑन विच द किंग वाज रूलिंग। तो वो जिन लोगों पे रूल करते थे, वो लोग ये चाहते थे कि किंग उनकी अ, अच्छे से देखभाल करे, उनका ध्यान रखे, and by making structures for their use and comfort, rulers hope to win their praise। और जब कंफर्ट के लिए, लोगों के कंफर्ट के लिए, उनके यूज के लिए ये चीजें बनाई जाती थी, तो रूलर्स ये होप करते थे, ये सोचते थे कि वो अपने सब्जेक्ट्स का, वो अपने लोगों का एप्रिसिएशन ले सके, ताकि लोग उनको अप्रिशिएट कर सके। Construction activities were also carried by others, including merchants. Now, not only king and his officers used to build these structures, these buildings, but merchants were also involved in the building, making of these, in the construction of these buildings. Now, these merchants means these traders who used to trade from one place to another. They were indulged in the trade activity, buying and selling purposes of the commodities. So these merchants, they built temples, mosques, and wells. However, domestic architecture like mansions, havelis of the merchant has survived only from the 18th century. That means these merchants also used to build temples, mosques, and wells. Even the domestic architecture means the large mansions. In the early years, you might have seen that big havelis were there. Big havelis were of these merchants only and has survived only after 18th century. After only 18th century, these havelis were built by these merchants. Now, labor for the Agra fort. Built by Akbar, the Agra fort required 2,000 stone cutters, 2,000 cement and lime makers, and 8,000 laborers. Now, this was the number of laborers which was built, means which was required to build any structure. And now, here it is specially mentioned Agra fort. The Agra fort was also the structure, the building which required 2,000 stone cutters, 2,000 cement and lime makers, and 8,000 laborers. Means this type of human labor was required to build any building in the early years. Now, engineering skills and construction. Monuments provide an insight into the technologies used for the construction. Now, these monuments, whichever monuments were built by the rulers, officers, or the merchants, they give us the insight into the technology used for the construction. Means, if we see these structures, these buildings, we will definitely find some of the other technology used to build that constructional work, that building. Now take something like a roof, for example. Now example is given that if we visit a particular building or made in the early years, if we have a look on the roof, we can make this by placing beams or a slab of stones across the four walls. Now, this roof, how this roof was made? This roof was made by placing wooden beams or slab of stones across four walls. Now, four walls were made, and across these four walls, this wooden beams or means slabs, लकड़ी के planks या slabs रखे जाते थे on the four walls, and in this way the roof was built. But the task becomes difficult if we want to make a large room with an elaborate superstructure. ये तो छोटे अगर रूम्स बनाए तो वो रख सकते हैं, बट अगर बड़े बड़े रूम्स, लार्ज रूम्स के लिए दिस टेक्निक वाज लिटिल बिट डिफिकल्ट विद elaborate स्ट्रक्चर. जब बहुत बड़ा सुपर स्ट्रक्चर, बड़ा स्ट्रक्चर बना दिया जाए, बड़ा बिल्डिंग्स बनाई जाए, दिस रिक्वायर्स मोर सोफिस्टिकेटेड स्किल्स. और इन सुपर स्ट्रक्चर्स को, बड़ी बिल्डिंग्स को बनाने के लिए और गुड and experienced people were needed, so that they can with their experience they can place these roofs, or they can make these superstructures nicely and in the accurate position. Between the 7th and 10th century, architects started adding more rooms. Now, more rooms were added in the buildings. Means previously only one room and a single door and windows were there. But now, in the between the 7th and 10th century, the architects, the people who used to build the, buildings, who construct the buildings, they started adding more rooms. Now, ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा room building में बनाए गए, और उनके साथ डोर्स भी और विंडोज भी ज़्यादा लगाई गई पहले के मुकाबले. roofs, doors and windows were still made by placing the horizontal beam across two vertical columns. Now, still the same technique was used to build a roof, doors and windows, and that was the horizontal beam. The horizontal beam was put across the two vertical columns, a style of architecture called trabeate. Now, this style of architecture was called as trabeate. You can underline this, trabeate or corbelled. Now, this structure, now in this you can see in the figure 2b that the two across the two vertical columns, the horizontal beams are placed like this to form the roof and doors and windows. In this way, it was placed between the 7th and 10th century, and this architecture style was called as trabeate or cobalt. Between the 8th and 13th century, the Trabeate style was used in the construction of temples, mosques, tombs, and in buildings attached to the large stepped walls, baolis. Now, though at that time, the large stepped large stepped wells, जो कि कुएं बनाए जाते थे, वो बहुत डीप बनाए जाते थे, और कुएं तक करने के लिए, पहुंचने के लिए डिफरेंट स्टेप्स थे. उस टाइम पे उनको बाउलीज कहा जाता था. तो दिस स्टाइल वाज यूज्ड टू बिल्ड these temples, mosque, tombs and the buildings, and they were also attached to the stepped wells. हिंदी में उनको उस वक्त बाउलीज कहते थे. आई होप यू अंडरस्टूड. the wells with the steps inside to reach the water. Now, रानी जी की बावड़ी और द क्वींस स्टेप वेल. Wait a second. Rani Ji Ki Bauri or Queen Stepwell, located in Bundi in Rajasthan, is the largest among the 50 stepwells that were built to meet the need of the water. You can underline this. Uh, Rani Ji Ki Bauri, it was called as, and in English we can speak out as Queen's Stepwell. Now, this was the well which was built where 50 steps were there. This was the largest step well, and 50 steps were there, and it was made to meet the needs of the water. To meet the needs of the water means पानी की कमी अगर हो जाए तो वो पानी की कमी पूरा करने के लिए इस टाइप की बावड़ीज बनाई जाती थी. Known for its architectural beauty, the architecture with the Baudi was constructed in 1699. Now, this Baudi was constructed in 1699 CE by Rani Nathawat Jai Nathawat ji, the queen of Raja Anirudh Singh of Bundi. Now, this is all detail about this Baudi. You can just underline and go through it. That this Baudi had 50 steps. It was the largest Baudi. It was made, constructed to meet the needs of the water for the people, and it was known as for the architectural beauty. बहुत सुंदर बनाई गई थी. It was constructed in 1699 by Rani Nathawat ji and the queen of Raja Anirudh Singh of Bundi. Now, temple construction in the early 11th century. This we are in this page we are going to continue in our next class. Till then, read till here, and if any doubt, you can ask me on WhatsApp. Okay. I hope till here everything is clear. So that's all for today. In our next class, we will continue the same lesson. Till then, take care. Thank you.